This is an urgent message for all those who know they are here to bring in a new reality to Earth. Read this article in its entirety as soon as possible, as it has time-sensitive information pertaining to the 11/11 portal, the result of the shocking U.S. election, and our new jobs as co-creators of a new reality. Attention wayshowers, lightworkers, game masters, psychics, time travelers, starseeds, indigos, magicians, gods, and goddesses. This article and the 3 videos are presented for your understanding of the most powerful 11/11 portal we will have experienced in this lifetime. I will also share with you my findings of what you can do on November 11, 2016 to continue to bring about the new reality that all of us have hoped for. I have experienced a bizarre and jaw-dropping day today, November 10th. I have time traveled, jumped timelines, and witnessed magic since leaving the house early this morning. I will not go into each and every detail and synchronicity because I need to immediately share the importance of the 11/11 portal, but I will share a few things so that you know how serious I am about this. In short, I have seen evidence of our reality morphing very fast now, and when this happens it shows that manifestation abilities are at an all-time high. Today I watched my breakfast sandwich morph from having no egg on it one moment, only to be handed back to me in an instant, proving that there was egg on it after all. I literally sat with my mouth open and wondered what the hell just happened. The Mandela effect proved itself right before my very eyes, showing that we are shifting timelines and portals are opening for manifestation and change in our reality. As I was trying to leave Florida to visit my family in Texas, I never made it out of Florida. I was listening to Barbara Marciniak's Earth, Pleiadian Keys to the Living Library video, and after reaching the I-10 in Florida, I drove 2 hours west and then found myself retracing my steps, heading east after stopping to get gas. Before I realized what had happened, I lost 4 hours of time when I finally saw that I was back where I had already been. After analyzing what had just happened and realizing the importance of the next day, November 11th, I decided to continue to drive back toward home in Florida after all because of the importance of what the 11/11 portal was all about. After hearing all of Barbara's Earth, Pleiadian Keys to the Living Library, which had me all wired up full of energy and ideas, I was led to look at my new YouTube videos. The very first video was from Magenta Pixie. When I listened to it, it all came clear as to why I had to go back home for the 11/11 portal. Magenta has 2 videos out about the 11/11. In November of 2016 we are moving through a series of critical mass node points, also known as Stargates. We will move into one of these Stargates on the 11th of November, due to the frequencies of oneness. This is called the 11/11 Stargate, and occurs on November 11th at 11:11 a.m. or p.m., or truly any time of the day on November 11th. The significance of the 11/11 runs deep and is multi-leveled according to Magenta. I recently wrote an article called "What Does the 11/11 Repetition Mean to You?", which I was drawn to share just 2 weeks ago, that shares some significance of the 11 repetition. At the time I wrote it, I wasn't even thinking of November 11th, but now I see the significance of the master number explanation. 11/11 is a special Stargate because it is a precursor to the 12/21/16 Stargate at the winter solstice, which will bring into fruition what you wish to manifest on the 11/11. This is huge after a big shift in the collective consciousness like the one we just witnessed where we had the election surprise, because it gives the manifestation a huge push. According to Magenta, even Brexit had a part in preparing for the election energy push. This manifestation energy continues through the first 3 months in 2017 to the spring equinox. A node point is a node of convergence of your higher selves, or your simultaneous lifetimes where timelines meet. At a node point, you can use the manifestation intention, codes, and wisdom of your other lifetimes to create magic. At this point, there is no time and all selves stand within the divine blueprint of perfection. As this is what we would like to achieve in our reality, we can bring this through the node point or Stargate. In Barbara's Earth, Pleiadian Keys to the Living Library video, she described that time travelers who came from the future to the time we are in now had to follow timestamps to navigate time, since it doesn't really exist. Timestamps are major consciousness-shifting events that happen and mark specific points in time. She named a few points that many will recognize, like the harmonic convergence in 1987, the splitting on the atom, and the splitting of the second. At that moment, I realized that Tuesday's election, and more specifically waking up to Wednesday to find Trump had won, was indeed one of those timestamps. In other words, it was a node and timelines had shifted because of the election outcome. All day today I saw 11 repeated at least 20 times, if not more, in my reality. 777, 211, 1111, 220, 222, 88, 888, and more. I would not pay attention to any mile markers for miles and then find myself looking over at that very moment to see 8222. I hadn't thought about looking at my odometer and then would look down to see 84,701.11.1. I wasn't looking at any license plates and just happened to look up at a 777 with 3 letters in front of me. All was pointing to yes, you are on the right track, and yes, this is indeed happening now. I am seeing the evidence I have asked for to prove that we are indeed shifting. As Magenta mentions in today's video, many people knew something big was about to happen, but many may have misinterpreted it into mass ET landings or something quick and or catastrophic. This is way more beneficial and important than that. Not only that, but the 1111 portal she is seeing is larger than any other portal she has seen in her lifetime. It's larger than 122112. And they will just continue to get bigger and bigger until our reality shifts. Please take the time now to listen to her urgent update to her 1111 portal, as it seems that Magenta gained a whole lot of clarity today also. As Magenta mentioned, there seems to be a full spectrum of how people reacted to the US election results. Some people who are awake and aware are not giving the election any of their energy, while others are devastated, confused, and are even crying and hysterical. Something huge shifted, an opening to a massive awakening, and not everyone is handling it the same. I can also report that Greg Prescott and I are not Trump supporters, nor were we Clinton supporters. But on Wednesday morning, we felt so happy and knew that something big had just happened. We felt as if a huge weight had been lifted. And Magenta references something huge happening in her video. Greg also had a Mandela effect event occur today while I was off driving all day in circles. He got a bottle of Windex out and took it to the other room to clean a table. When he returned to the kitchen, there was another bottle of Windex on the counter, as if he never took the first bottle. Call it a timeline shift, overlap, or merge, though it is hard to label it in our understanding. When we have these things happen to us, we should trust our heart and our intuition. In other words, I said to myself, oh, I see, all of the synchronicities led me to this one moment and I understand the anomaly. After a brief moment of thinking, what the F just happened? Greg did not freak out or get frightened when he put the first bottle of Windex down next to the second bottle that appeared out of nowhere. We had each other to witness and share with, on the phone, and that definitely made it easier to handle. Our new job as Wayshowers is to hold the space for those who are in fear about what is happening and what our future holds. We can do this because we know that we are creating a new reality, and to do this, the old one must crumble. This means we must exhibit calmness and unconditional love for others and ourselves. It is time for us to be the example and vibrate at the 0-point frequency of creation and sovereignty. It is also important for us to share this information far and wide to our brothers and sisters so that they realize what is happening will be wonderful. Atlantis has risen, Magenta Pixie. As the old matrix falls, a new reality is simultaneously rising. Some people will be seeing a very different picture than others. What we are experiencing is new and has not been witnessed or felt before. Just as I saw an egg appear out of nowhere on my breakfast sandwich, I could have completely freaked out and lost my mind if I wasn't prepared prior to experience this. 1111 translates to the vibration of the law of one. All comes back to you, all moves through you, and you are a co-creator of your reality. To shift this reality into a positive future, Barbara and the Pleiadians suggest that you go into nature and announce that you are here to receive the codes that nature holds. Specifically, she says to say this out loud to a blade of grass, a tree, a flower, water, or whatever part of nature you choose. I am here to receive what you hold as information. I will translate it, hold it within me, and vibrate it. I am here to activate the living library of this planet. The living library is the pristine template of creation. It was locked off to us as we fell in consciousness, and hidden among nature for us to find when it is time to rise back to that frequency where we have the power of universal creation once again. For safeguard purposes, it will unlock only when the consciousness has risen, showing us how to create a new reality and unlocking our DNA with it. On the 1111 portal, use this day as a powerful manifestation day. I was guided to mix Barbara's information with Magenta's information for a double whammy manifestation day. Imagine what you would like to manifest for a new reality and use water or crystals to magnify your intentions. Imagine the old reality sinking as the city of light rises. Go into nature to ground if possible and speak to nature, asking for the unlock. Use this powerful energetic alignment that has opened up the stargates of manifestation to create a positive outcome. Then support each other as you watch your magic unfold over the next months. If you do not read this article until after November 11th, you can time travel with your imagination back to the energies of 1111. Time is an illusion and your imagination is your most powerful tool of manifestation while in this 3D 4D reality. Please join me in manifesting a new world full of peace, love, and compassion by unlocking the living library and the codons in our DNA that will allow us to remember how to use magic once again. We have a new world waiting for us. P.S. Samantha Cefali, a friend of mine from Facebook and the In5D conference, had this to say about the spiritual ramifications of a Trump election. Editor's note. All the links to the videos mentioned in this article can be found down in the description box. End note. Addendum to this article. Join In5D Network's Michelle Walling as she takes a walk in nature in a park in sunny Sarasota, Florida to do an open-eye meditation and intention for what she would like to create in her reality. Michelle shares an incantation which she used to connect with nature, where the codes of creation have been held in secret ever since the time of the fall in Atlantis. Only those who have ascended in consciousness and are responsible creators will find the template to creating a new reality. Unlocking the codes to creation will unlock our latent junk DNA. Focus on what you wish to intend is key. Carry this focus far beyond November 11th, and watch it manifest through the spring equinox. The video ends right before Michelle did her 1111 meditation. She focused on connecting to the new Earth. This new Earth is one of peace, love, prosperity, family, compassion, and more beautiful colors of the spectrum which are not visible in 3D. She also requested that her DNA be unlocked and that her superpowers be activated. She asked for the ability to see energy, to see the threads that connect everything and everyone, and to see her portal or bridge to the new Earth. She also invited any and all beings with the highest and best interest of herself, Earth, the galaxy, and universe to see the codes hidden in nature through her eyes and to use them to change our reality.